Yo, what is going on? MDC in the building again, episode 279. Now we whoop the Bills. Your boy Bleezy and CT here in the building. Let's go. What is up, everybody? What's going on, Bleezy?
Hey, what's up, CT man? Good to talk to you, bro, as always. And it's good to chime in on the Dolphin season right now. I'm looking forward to chopping it up with you, bro.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. We got to drop the link in the chat too. We'll see the boys coming in. There's 3 people watching already. What's going on? Uh yeah, man, it's so fucking Dolphins, ain't it? We got a trash fucking season. We fire fucking Greer. Thank God it fucking took long enough. And then we
Yeah,
beat the shit out of the fucking Bills. Go figure. Go figure.
normally we would have done a show that night. We would have been all over the Greer firing or whatever you want to call it. But we were probably, me and you both were probably at the point where like, whatever, you know. But now that it happened, that was the biggest move I wanted, and we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna chop it up. But that was the biggest move I wanted was get Greer out of here. And now a lot of people after that last performance are talking about McDaniel may stay, bro. I don't know. We'll chop it up.
Hell yeah, we got a lot of fucking talk about with that. But to start off, I guess you get to the basics, right? I feel like even with the Greer thing, everybody wants to say, mutual parting ways, fired, whatever. It doesn't really matter. The thing comes down to Ross knew he had to fucking do something. The embarrassment of the Thursday night game against Baltimore, we knew something was going to happen. When it was going to happen, we didn't know. But I guarantee we all know that at that time, Ross was like, well, here's my prime opportunity. And I agree with you now, now that Greer's gone, now it's really about Mike McDaniel. We know that Ross put out a statement, or at least the Dolphins did. I don't know if it's directly from Ross, but essentially saying that Mike McDaniel will be here at least until the end of the year.
Yeah.
And that's where things get interesting, and we'll get into the ins and outs of it. But regardless of whether he's back next year, looking forward at what we have for the rest of the year, coming out and getting the fucking dub against Buffalo and doing it in the way in which we did it, I can understand why, a lot of people are talking about him coming back next year. But I really think that irregardless of what happened with the Buffalo score, I think he was going to be back anyway. And the reason I think he's going to be back anyway is we're stuck with Tua and Tua's contract. And
Yeah.
on top of that, it was very interesting the fact that Ross replaced him with the guy he did. And Marcus Allen has been an interim GM before. And so this isn't the first time he's done this. And unfortunately, I guess for Marcus Allen, he didn't get the permanent GM job after he did become the interim GM for the Raiders. So it does it play out in a similar fashion for Marcus Allen in that way?
Hold on. I've been out of the loop. Is it Marcus Allen or Champ Kelly?
Or no, sorry, Champ Kelly. Sorry, my bad. Marcus Allen was the guy that we expected or was supposed to be next in line.
Okay. Yeah. No, okay. So you're talking about Champ Kelly.
Yeah, and sorry,
Right.
yeah.
No, you're good.
Because that's what I was trying to, I guess that's what I was trying to say is that was the unusual move, is that Marcus Allen was the number 2 or yeah, I swear it's Marcus Allen. Whatever the dude's name was the number 2 under Greer. And that's kind of what everybody assumed was you're going to fire Greer and you're just going to bring the next guy up. But
Move him
Ross
up.
didn't
Yeah.
do that. Ross went with Champ Kelly, who
Right.
again was a previous interim GM with the Raiders. So he's
Okay.
done this shit before. And
Right.
but the thing is he got passed for the Raiders GM job. So obviously him being the interim GM didn't lead to him landing the full-time job. And is that going to be a similar situation here with Miami where
Yeah.
essentially they're going to keep Champ Kelly until next year, right? Because Ross has made the fucking mistake over and over of hiring a GM and then telling them they have to work with a coach or a QB. Well, how do you solve that problem this time around? Well, you leave Champ Kelly as the interim GM for the rest of this year and into next year. You let Mike McDaniel play it out with Tua because we're stuck with Tua's contract either way next year. Unless we're going to play, unless we're going to do a whole fucking Broncos thing with Russell Wilson and just fucking eat the fucking $100 cap hit. But if you eat $100 cap hit and the cap's what? $170 million next year. So you got $70 million to build the team. That doesn't sound like a fucking smart idea.
I agree with you. I think they're going to keep Tua, but so let's talk about the Champ Kelly deal real quick. I think obviously they said, Greer, get the fuck out of here, which is a beautiful move. And they said, Champ Kelly. So what's your opinion? Do you think that they kind of said Champ Kelly? Do you think Steve Ross said, Champ Kelly, show me what you got? Because he put him in there right before the deadline. And what are your thoughts about how he handled the deadline? Evidently, we were getting offers for Waddle. I mean, looking back, I know we got rid of Jalen Phillips. But looking back, I'm thinking Champ Kelly did a pretty decent job, If we would have given Waddle to the fucking Bills, every fucking Dolphins fan would be going nuts right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I do. I think that Ross came in and said, listen, we know where we are. I'm putting you in. Obviously, the one of two ways could have gone one of two ways, right? So Marcus or God damn it, I keep wanting to call him Marcus Allen. Sorry, Champ Kelly. Champ Kelly comes in and he fucking fire sales everything, right? But the problem is if you're fire sailing everything and you're not getting any valuable fucking picks out of it, then it doesn't matter. So if you're just going and you're going to, again, with Jalen Phillips in a 3rd round pick, I think that's a pretty fucking good deal.
Right.
And the thing is again, he didn't do himself any favors. And again, we've talked about it ad nauseum with Jalen Phillips injuries.
Yeah.
I don't think it was necessarily anything that Jalen Phillips was doing or not doing that caused them to have the injuries. But at the same time, you're injured fucking goods. You're going to be on your 5th year option next year. You were on your 5th year option. What are we going to do with it? We're not going to re-sign you.
No,
at least not for high end money, right?
Right, and that's the point because he'll be looking for a contract and he'll probably get one somewhere else.
Exactly. So you might as well got something out of him while you can. And I agree with that. Now, again, having a 1st round pick only fucking nets you a 3rd round pick. And at that, it's not even, what is it called? It's not complimentary, right? Like, again, you're taking a 1st round pick that you did, and then you're getting a 3rd for him.
I thought that was you, Ralphie. I see you.
What's going on, Ralphie?
I thought that would have been you, bro.
Hell yeah, he said, YouTube thumb. Can I get a hoo-yah for my Marine Corps?
Yeah,
there you go, baby.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's
damn.
Yeah, man. Salute. Hey, appreciate your service, man. All that. Man. Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's right.
But yeah, to have a 1st round pick not paying out, but again, with the injuries he had, to get a 3rd, knowing you weren't going to re-sign him anyway, getting something out of it. Now, the problem is what we said is what I was going to say. Sorry. And I got off track. Because I was trying to pull up Raphael's comment, and I don't know why fucking StreamYard's being stupid with the comments thing. But Philly didn't give us their 3rd round pick. They gave us the 3rd round pick that they had gotten from a trade.
Right.
So it's going to be later on in the 3rd, almost a late 3rd, almost a fucking 4th round pick. But at the same time, I'd rather get something than nothing, right?
Right.
And so, it is what it is,
Year rounder's not a bad deal. I don't have a problem with it. He's injured goods. He's about to be looking for a big contract. We got a third rounder. Hey, like I said, I'm thankful that we didn't do something stupid as fuck, like trading fucking Waddle to the Bills, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at, though. And Rafe, absolutely. I love to beat the Bills. I wanted to see the L2, but I do think that this really comes down to, it shows that the locker room didn't quit on Mike McDaniel. And I think that that's really what Mike McDaniel was trying to show, because again, he doesn't want to fucking lose. I mean, again, we don't know if he's had backdoor conversations with Ross and he knows he's going to be back next year anyway, because we're stuck with Tua's contract. But that's kind of how I feel it is. But you don't know for sure. And he said JP was the same for the Dolphins and Eagles. I watched JP drop back into coverage. Why would they do that to a pass rusher? I mean, that was Vic Fangio's thing, though. That's the thing. Vic Fangio loved fucking doing that, and that was so fucking annoying.
I mean, we did that to JP a couple of times. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we did it this year, but we also did it the last 2 years. Or last year when Fangio was here again, we did the year Fangio was here, we were doing the same shit. I think that's just kind of a Fangio thing, but it is what it is, and I think the Weaver's done it a few times too, but that's because we don't have any real outside linebackers that can cover. And at some point, you can't just, I don't know. I just feel like, again, we kept doing the same shit over and over. And I think that that's where right now the defense has picked itself up, and we're going to get there. But I want to finish on the Champ Kelly thing. I think where it came down to was, it wasn't just a wholesale fire sale of let's get rid of everybody and just get what we can get. It was really about, let's see what moves we can make that actually make sense for us going forward. Because again, I don't really see how, again, if you get a third, fourth round pick for Waddle, that's not going to help you next year, and it's not worth that kind of investment. And so I just kind of feel like in that aspect, Champ Kelly wasn't going full fire sale. It's let's make some moves. If we can keep some guys to, whether it's the next coach, whether it's the next full-time GM, he wasn't just trying to get rid of everything. And
the talk I heard was, not to cut you off, but the Bills were going after Waddle, and evidently quite a few teams were going after Achane, is what I heard.
Yeah, and the thing is again, but that's the whole point, is irregardless of but it was about the compensation. What were you going to give us in return? Right. That's what I think it came down to. I don't think that they were opposed to getting rid of anybody other than maybe,
nobody was safe.
Patrick Paul. I think Patrick Paul is absolutely safe. And I think, I mean, other than Patrick Paul, I don't think anybody else was safe.
I think,
but there's no way they're getting rid of fucking Patrick Paul.
Fuck no, not right now. I think Bradley Chubb was being shopped, and nobody wanted him, evidently.
Yeah, but that's because of the amount of fucking money, guaranteed money left on his contract. So it's again, I feel like Champ Kelly did a good job of saying, if you're going to give us enough draft capital for us to make it worth us eating the cap salary on these guys, then we're willing to do it. Or in the case of Waddle or Achane, if you're willing to give us enough draft capital for us losing our major fucking playmakers, I'm willing to do it, but it's got to be for the right price. And I don't think anybody was offering up what we wanted.
I don't think I would ever do a deal with Buffalo, New England, or the Jets. I don't care who they wanted. That's a big middle finger. If you're going to deal somebody like Waddle, take them to the NFC. Do not go in our division. That'd be fucking sick. So we did the right move on that one. We did the right move on that one.
Yeah, Raphael says the Bills win is kind of hollow in my opinion. Tua had 13 interceptions and one lost fumble in 10 games. He said, me bald and I can't lose more hair. Is my head going to fall off? Nah, I completely understand the amount of fucking stress these motherfuckers put on us for sure. And I agree. Tua has not been anywhere near what he has been, in the past as being a good quarterback. And I think, again, we've talked on the previous show. I do think that him moving on from Nick Hicks and not keeping to his fundamentals and his techniques have been an absolute reason for his trash play this year. But irregardless, his time has come. It's past his time. We need to move on. Obviously, I don't think that it's a smart move to pull a Broncos and eat 100 million in dead cap.
Right.
So it's, again, the best way moving forward is, again, it is what it is. You know what I mean? No, he said, I would have loved it. He said, I would love the Dolphins to make a deal for Sauce Gardner or Quentin Williams. Both positions are needs, in my opinion. And I completely agree. The only negative with that is we're not going to be picking up high salary guys when we can't afford the fucking ones we already have, unfortunately.
Right. That would be a sweet trade, but yeah, we don't have the money for it.
He said we're stuck with Tua until he gets hurt. Why not stack team again with trade if Sauce and Williams? And I agree, but it really comes down to the amount of money, Raphael, unfortunately. And I don't see that happen. That wasn't going to be a possibility this year.
Yeah.
He said, I blame Tua Diddy boat. What? I don't get that.
I don't know. I think Tua, maybe he's talking about when Tua was drinking the beer on the boat last summer. Just getting lit.
Was he?
I mean, there was a video that came out or something.
Oh, I didn't see it, so
last
that's
summer.
my fault. Hey, if he was playing the Diddy boat party, I mean, that could be it too. Once you get a couple cocks up the ass, it'll fuck up your mechanics right there.
Hey, speaking of Tua getting loose, I think he was loose last game. I think it felt like he was kind of like, fuck it, I'm gonna let it fly and let's see what happens. And I love that. Did you think
I do too. I like it, but the thing is there's the duality to that is twofold, right? The catch-22 of, yeah, you're going to play loose, but at the same time, I think playing loose was more appropriate when Tyreek was there, where you had more weapons. I feel like playing loose when your only two weapons are Achane and Waddle, defenses are going to catch up to this shit. And unfortunately, you can't play loose like that all the time. Even playing loose, he had 2 fucking interceptions. Granted, it didn't come back to bite us in the ass, but there's a difference between, playing loose and playing aggressive and then just being reckless. I think those are 2 different fucking things.
Well,
he said, hold on. He said, Tua bought a Diddy boat at auction. OBJ tipped Tua off to buy the boat, for your information. Oh, hell no.
No. Are you serious?
He said in real life.
He's not making it up.
Fact check. Tua Diddy boat. I'm not making it up. No, I didn't say you were. I was saying I didn't see the video, so I didn't know.
Tua out here.
But that's crazy. There you go.
Boats at an auction, huh?
I mean,
Diddy's
it may have been a good deal. You don't know how many bottles of fucking baby oil were left on there.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably could have sold all the baby oil off of it and made his money back on the boat.
I guess at this point, yeah, he probably got the boat for pennies on the dollar. He's probably like, yeah, I'll take it. And obviously, Tua is not the one at the auction fucking buying. He probably had his people go down there and say, yeah, let's buy that bitch.
Yep. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. He probably used some of that baby oil on Josh Allen yesterday or the other day.
Where's Mikey at? Mikey ain't showing up, huh?
Oh, hell no, fucking Mikey ain't showing up.
Mikey
Normally,
ain't
Mikey will
showing
show
up.
up and Mikey will fucking be talking shit about how Trash Allen played terrible and
Yeah,
all that. But
yeah. I
he
would
said
have loved to have been. I would have
he said blue lights.
exactly. He got that blue light special on that
He got
yacht.
that Kmart discount, baby.
I would have loved to have been in Hard Rock on Sunday when it was loaded with Bills fans, all thinking they were about to fucking whip our ass, and we fucking took it to them like that. I would have loved to have been there, bro.
Hey, did you see the thumbnail on YouTube I made?
Yeah, I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
come on. He said, get the stepping, bitch.
Yeah, I love it. Get the fuck
They're
out
all
of here.
holding their fucking head down, walking across the water. They thought they were coming to South Beach to have a
Right.
good time.
They took it over. Pregame, but that was the last we heard about them.
I mean, bro, see, but the other thing I wanted to say on this though. Oh shit, what did he say?
Yeah.
He said Michael K is beating up his Josh Allen dildo. Oh my god. But hey, nah, see, but the thing is, like, hey, it was all fun and games and all that shit. But again, leave it to fucking Miami Dolphins fans and stupid fucks down there in Miami. Like, they weren't, like, literally, they were stopping Bills cars from leaving. They were breaking fucking Bills fans' windows and acting stupid.
Were they
and
really?
like,
I didn't hear
yeah,
that.
bro, go look at it. I saw a couple things on I don't know if it was YouTube or if it was Reddit or something.
We shot a Bills fan last year, remember?
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole. It's just crazy. He said for real, acting like winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, bro. Like, it was just, bro. It was a little bit much. Like, bro, you're not letting them leave. You're busting out windows. Like, come on, bro. Stop being fucking
busting
childish.
that windows is out of control, bro. That's not cool.
Yeah, bro. Like, but even like stopping them from leaving, like they were surrounding cars and fucking screaming acting like fucking children, bro. It says FinHub has 2 videos of Bills fighting at hard rate of 2 Bills fighting at Hard Rock.
I'd like to see that. 2 different Bills going at it.
Yeah, bro. Hey,
Bill
drop the link in the fucking chat. We definitely have to fucking watch that for sure.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. That's Bills on Bills. We like that.
Oh yeah, but again, they're all fucking drunk as shit, jumping through tables like retards. Anyway,
they got their ass kicked. They got their ass handed
bro.
to them.
I saw fucking. I have to bring this up. One of these days, we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back where we fucking play the videos and shit on here. But they had these, and I mean, I get it. They're like little fucking like cute videos, babies or whatever. But these Bill fans are pretending to have their babies jump through like infant babies, like days old, months old, jumping through fucking tables. Like, it's like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life.
It's not cool, man. It's just not cool, you know. Crying, whining little baby bitch.
Oh yeah. God, I love those shit. We lost the donkey, bro, and the donkey upsets me.
The donkey and that bill actually, I went back to see if I could find that clip where we did the crying, whining baby bitch. I couldn't find it.
I'll find it, bro. I'll find it, and I'll find the donkey too. The donkey's easy to find.
The donkey was fire.
The donkey was fucking fire as shit.
The Bills clip was fire. The Jalen Waddell clip was fire.
Waddell. Yeah, bro. We can always go back and find them. But anyway, but yeah, the whole thing. So to finish up the Champ Kelly thing is, I think that Champ Kelly stays this year and next year.
Really?
He wasn't gonna fire sale everything because Russ doesn't want to fucking break down everything and just give
hang on. So you're saying
let me finish real quick.
All right.
The reason I think that is, again, he had Champ Kelly not come out and fire sale fucking everything, no matter what you were going to get for it, right? It wasn't just, fuck it, let's break everything, tear everything down and start from fucking square one and blah, 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 right? Well, why would that make sense? One, you don't want to give away fucking guys that, you know, if you're going to have to pay their salary and guaranteed money for another team, and they're not willing to give you a valuable enough pick for you to make that trade, well, then fuck it. We'll just keep them, right? Well, why are you going to keep them? You're going to keep them for next year because, again, I think that the plan is, as I said, Ross has made the mistake over and over and over of hiring a GM and making the GM work with the new coach or work with the previous coach or work with the previous quarterback, right?
Right.
When you hire a new coach, every new coach wants to have their own fucking quarterback. Well, every fucking GM wants to be able to pick their own coach.
Yeah, for sure.
So the only way that works in this situation, if Mike McDaniel, because we know Tua is coming back next year because of the contract, right?
We think, yeah.
It's not a think. It's there's no way we're eating $100 million in dead cap to get rid of Tua. It's not happening. So if he's coming back, then Mike McDaniel's coming back because nobody's going to be able to teach fucking Tua a new fucking system anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Mike McDaniel's coming back, why are you going to hire a new GM that has to then work with Mike McDaniel and Tua?
I mean, you just said it though. If we get a new GM, I mean, you just said it. If we get a new GM, he's going to want his own coach,
and the own coach is going to want his own quarterback.
Yeah.
So you can't go and hire a new GM and then go, oh, pick your coach. Fire Mike McDaniel. Here, you can pick your coach. But then the coach is going to go, bro, I don't want to work for you because I don't want to work with Tua. So I think that the most logical explanation is, again, Kelly has been an interim GM before. Let him finish out the year this year. Let him work over the offseason. Run it back with Tua and McDaniel next year. And
wow,
that clears out a lot of these higher paid contracts and shit, right? You'll have more fucking cap salary, not at the end of this year, but the end of next year. You hire a fucking full-time GM at the end of next year. Let him pick his coach and let him the coach pick his quarterback.
So you think we're going to run it back next year with McDaniel and Tua?
That's my thought process. The only other way that I can see it is essentially Ross goes out and he gets he's interviewing new GMs and goes, hey, we're going to fire Mike McDaniel and get rid of Tua at the end of next season anyway. So ride it out the first year. It's not going to count against you. You do whatever the fuck you want. And then when we fire McDaniel and get rid of Tua, then it's your time to come in and do what you want. I really think that's the only I don't know. I think that's the only way to handle that, right? Because the GM doesn't want to come in and be tied to fucking Mike McDaniel's success with Tua.
Right.
But Raphael brings up a good point. He said, new GM will get some extra green stuff paper to keep the head coach. And I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, what kind of quality GM are you going to bring in, no matter the amount of money? If you're saying that in 2028 you're going to have a new head coach, I don't know if I see a fucking GM going, I'm going to wait 3 years to get a head coach or a quarterback I want. I don't see that. It might be true, but I don't know. He said, Mendoza QB giving me Tebow vibes. What are your thoughts? My dark horse I've been pounding the table for is Mensa.
What? I'm not familiar with Mensa. Where's he out of?
I don't know. I don't know Mensa.
Yeah, I've heard. I've been hearing all about Mendoza. He's a big, tall, 6'5", like two, whatever. The other guy's a Duke quarterback.
Oh, he's from Duke. Okay. That's why I don't know him, because I don't watch fucking Duke. So,
Mendoza, I don't know, bro. You know, it's hard to say. I guess he's probably going to be the top pick because they're going to look at him and say, "Oh, he's 6'5" and 230." So I mean, you know, who
hold
fucking
on real quick. So, Raphael says Mike McDaniel got an extension till when? So last year he got a 2-year extension, which would mean 2026 and 2027. So I can understand what you're saying. The thing is I don't know if the way that shit is played out this time around, unless Ross loves Mike McDaniel so much that he's willing to give Mike McDaniel another shot, at least one more year at a quarterback that's not named Tua. I don't know. I don't know. The Mendoza thing, I agree with you. I don't like Mendoza. I think that from what I've seen, again, it's one of those, you can play well in college, but when you get to superior talent, I don't know if it's going to bring the same result. And another thing, and I've noticed since the last show we did, and remember, I was running down on fucking Sellers. Finally, people have realized that Sellers is not the fucking answer either. And the thing is, and I've said this multiple times, as a South Carolina alumni, okay, I watch every fucking game. And unfortunately, Sellers, other than the running situation, he gives me Tua vibes. And he gives me Tua vibes in the situation of he runs around. Yeah, he can run unlike Tua. But the problem is Sellers likes to fucking extend the play, and he never gives up on a play and throws the ball away. We were talking about it the other day when South Carolina played Ole Miss. Remember, I was talking shit to you, Bleezy, when we were leading you guys by like 3. It was what, 14 or 13-10, and I was like, oh shit. And then guess what? Lenore Sellers wants to run around, and he'll take a 10-yard loss running around and run out of bounds and just instead of throwing the ball out of bounds and not losing that 10 yards, or he'll just fucking throw up a fucking hope in a fucking prayer. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it's fucking terrible, dude. And he panics just like Tua because, again, South Carolina has a terrible fucking offensive line, which, again, no, it's not Sellers' fault. But, again, if we're going to make the same argument about Tua, you got to have fucking offensive line for him. Well, he ain't the fucking one either. And then we'll get to the most important one. Just like Tua, Sellers had a fucking concussion this year. And his concussion was not like Tua's in the sense that he got slung to the ground and smacked his head on the ground. No, Lenore Sellers had a fucking concussion by standing up straight in the pocket and having a fucking defender pop him in the fucking mouth. And he had and again, he wasn't just hit underneath like the face mask and it sent him flying or whatever. No, the guy's helmet or the guy's face mask hit Lenore's face mask standing up, and he got a concussion.
Right.
So if you're that easily concussed and you're running around like a fucking psycho, you're going to get fucking concussed even more.
It's a recipe for disaster, a la Tua.
Absolutely. And I think the other part of that is, again, if he panics, he wants to fucking continue plays. He's willing to run out of bounds instead of throwing the fucking ball away. You're willing to take a 10-yard loss while you're running for your fucking life, and you don't have the fucking intelligence to just throw the ball out of bounds and not lose the 10 yards. Like, it's fucking Tua all over again. No, thank you. So he's talking about this Mensa guy, 6'3", 208 pounds.
Okay, I mean, you know,
Almost 3,000 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 4 interceptions,
I have
77.
to look at it. I have to look at his highlights. I mean, normally when I see it, when the quarterbacks come up and you start looking at their highlights, you can tell who's the real deal. You really
Yeah,
can.
but the thing is, and we've had that argument. We had the argument on this fucking show so many fucking times. I hate the fucking highlight reel shit. What
Well,
I
that's
like
true.
is show me the highlights and the lowlights
The
and
good
go,
and the
okay,
bad. Yeah.
it is the shittiest version of this player worth the best version of this player.
We have talked about that.
That's what it comes down to. Because again, everybody want to pump up Skylar Thompson, Skylar Thompson, Skylar Thompson. Look at his college tape. Oh, look at his highlights. Yeah, he got some badass highlights. But if you fucking watched his lowlights in fucking college, we would have never touched that motherfucker with the 10-foot pole. But all people want to fucking watch is highlights.
Well, they post them, and you got to look at them. I mean, that's normally what's posted up. But like you said, what's not posted up are the lowlights normally. So
He said this guy, Mensa, he's only a sophomore. Which again, I mean, he may not enter the draft. I mean, maybe give him some more time to develop and all of that. But we'll have to look into some of his tape and kind of see what's going on there.
I'll tell you this right now, real quick, is the Ole Miss quarterback. I know I'm a homer, but
yes, you are.
This guy Trinidad Chambliss has NFL material written all over him. He was our backup. The starter, Austin Simmons, hurt his ankle or some bullshit the first or second game. And we brought this guy in. This guy has speed. He can run it, and he makes such good decisions, man. It's crazy, bro. I mean, he doesn't panic. I guess I'm used to watching Tua, but this guy will sit back in the pocket, and if there's nothing there, he'll just dump it off to his halfback on the side with no panic whatsoever.
I will say the one or two small negatives I saw from watching. I mean, obviously, us playing y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to work on some accuracy. His his touch passes leave a lot to be desired in that aspect. The other thing that I don't like is, he definitely, I will give you, he doesn't panic and he's got some mobility. That's for damn sure.
Oh, he's fast as fuck.
Oh yeah. The one thing I don't like is his ability to recognize blitzes, because every time we blitzed y'all, it ended up bad. And I don't know if that's maybe because again, the caveat to that is he making the protection calls or is the center making the protection calls? I don't know. But South Carolina, we love kind of almost like, Brian Flores, bring a lot of fucking guys to the line of scrimmage and you don't know who's coming and who isn't. Mm-hmm. And when we did that, because again, South Carolina doesn't like to play a lot of man. South Carolina likes to play zone because unfortunately we've had so many injuries at the cornerback and safety position that we can't run man like we like to. But when we do, and we were blitzing y'all, it was not good for y'all.
Yeah. No, that was a scary game. It went all the way to the fourth quarter, and then we kind of won the game.
Oh, stop that. Stop being nice. No, we were fucking winning 13-10 in the second quarter. Y'all scored the touchdown. You went up 17-13. And from then, bro, it was done. It was done. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, by halftime, bro, you guys scored right there at the end of the second half to go up by 4, and that was it. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a field goal afterward. Woohoo! We scored 3 points the entire fucking second half, bro.
Well, let's get back on these Dolphins, I guess.
But yeah. So, said, does Brian Flores get a new head coaching position with the Giants, or lost it? Still blocked that.
I mean, the
I don't
lawsuit.
know. Go
The
ahead. Go ahead.
lawsuit's got to be an issue, man. You can't sue the entire league and expect to just get hired. And if you look at Brian Flores' defense, it ain't all that, bro. He's middle of the pack. Because I looked it up the other day because I was curious. Minnesota's defense is like 19th ranked, maybe worse now. And so Brian Flores ain't all that, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I think that Brian Flores' defense, just like we had talked about with Mike McDaniel's offense, and eventually a defense catches up with Mike McDaniel's offense. I think offenses have kind of picked up on on Brian Flores' defense because again, that first 2 or 3 years being here, it was absolutely working for him because everybody assumed that it wasn't Brian Flores because he wasn't the defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Oh, he didn't know how to run. He was just running what Belichick was running. Oh, he was doing what he was told. You know what I mean? And now that again, we're what? 5, 6 years after that, it's done. Like, people have caught up to it. People have made the adjustments to Brian Flores' fucking all-out blitzing amoeba style defense. I don't think that he gets a head coaching opportunity, but I don't think it's because of the lawsuit. I think it's because
the talent,
that initial shine. It's not even about the talent, but the shine, right? The new shiny toy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look how awesome it was. Oh, people don't know what to fucking do with it.
Yeah.
I think that shine is kind of gone.
Yeah.
Raphael said, "What the fuck? I was at a college football game and a tall boy cost me $16. I still drank
Oh yeah, they're
4 of
hot
them
dollars,
bitches." Bro. Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous.
Right. Yeah.
It is. But the thing is that's where I think, especially in the college game, it's come to they have low ticket prices and all of that shit versus the NFL and whatever. Those universities are trying to get every goddamn dollar they can. And
yeah,
there are stupid fucking motherfuckers out there that are willing to buy a $16 beer because they're college students. And then they think the rest of us are gonna fucking willing to buy that shit.
Right. If you're looking for a beer, if the only beer I can get, I'm at a football game. I'm trying to have a good time. If the only beer I can get is $16, I'm probably going to pay fucking $16.
Exactly. Now, I was seeing this the other day. I had to fucking show it to you, Bleezy. I saw this genius motherfucker at the Inter Miami game, the MLS playoffs. This dude had a fucking jacket it's a plastic jacket that he filled up with fucking beer. And it has a little fucking thing on it.
I saw that.
Yeah, where you can fucking bring your own fucking beer and it's in the fucking shirt, bro. Yeah. And you can't fucking tell. And dude was fucking selling beers to people around him.
He made a business out of it. Yeah, that's
like,
good.
Damn, bro.
Wear a jacket. Fill up a fucking jacket. Let's go make some money.
He said, I got 3 tickets for $45. Good seats. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is the college tickets, they're less expensive. But the universities know, dude, like, we got to make that money somewhere. And what do you get it from? A bunch of fucking retarded college kids are like, oh, I'll buy your $16 beer. Because again, Raphael, you were tame. You only bought fucking 4 of them. Imagine the fucking college kids who bought like 10, 12, 14 of them.
I mean,
how much fucking bank they're making.
The Dolphins do the same thing, bro. It's pro football too. The Dolphins charge a grip for those fucking beers, man.
He said, so I make my friends buy the beer.
Yeah, I would too. If you can. the Dolphins, I mean, if you go get a beer at the Dolphins game, it's fucking 12, 14. I mean, that was a couple years ago. It's probably 16 now too.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to a football game, a live football game, in I don't know, 6 years now. So I
Last game
wouldn't
they
know,
went
but
to would have been the Dolphins and the Texans.
that's why me and my buddy Travis, he's like me, you know, Bleezy. I was talking earlier about being a cheer dad and all that, going to cheer and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And him and I, we were fucking laughing because we'll go to the fucking hockey games, right? And we got a lot of the, you know, the AAA hockey leagues. And dude, they got fucking $3 beers there. You go fucking hang out at the hockey game and have a fucking good time. That's
Hockey
where y'all
games.
need to be going and fucking buying some beers. Or
Yeah.
back in the day, like when I was still living in South Carolina, they had the AAA baseball teams. Like they had what do they call them? Thirsty Thursdays, where they were dollar beers or whatever. You
Yeah.
just go out and fucking watch the game and fucking enjoy yourself.
Have a good
You
time.
go to a fucking football game, bro. They're fucking just out the ass, bro.
They're fucking financially raping people.
He said one time I got seven tickets for a grand total of $65.
Yeah,
Exactly. Hell yeah, man. Exactly. And I love fucking
I
college
bet they sell
basketball.
beer. I like college basketball too. I bet they sell beer at the college basketball games now too, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's dirt cheap there. I remember shit.
I wonder what the price is there.
It was like $4 or $5 fucking dollars for a beer at the college basketball games.
About half the price.
But those were like when I went. I was still in college. I was actually, you know, working with the basketball team there. And when, you know, we had off days, we got to go watch the other teams because we'd go for the tournaments, you know, where they'd have the invitationals or the little, you know, tournaments where you're not working. And you go out there and there'd be like 20, like, I don't know, like 24 or 28 teams or whatever it was at an invitational. It was a 4 or 5 day fucking event, you know? Yeah. And they had some good fucking beers there. What did he say? He said, yeah, but $7 beer at Arizona card only. I mean, yeah, but I'll fucking take a $7 beer over a fucking $16 beer.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to another football game and aimed to wearing my veteran Merino jersey, my Marine hat, free beer. Hell yeah, bro. Gotta get it. Gotta get it.
You should get it. You deserve it, bro.
Absolutely. But yeah, getting back to what we were talking about, I really think that, again, there's two ways this goes. Either you're going to pay a shit ton of money for a GM, promise him however long it is, whether it's next year, whether it's, you know, 3 years from now in 2028.
You got to have a good GM.
Yeah, and I don't really see it in this aspect. You're going to force a GM to work with fucking Mike McDaniel for 1 or 2 or 3 more years.
Good point.
I just feel like they're going to keep Kelly this year and next year.
And then see what McDaniel and Tua does.
But it's not even that, because I think that Tua's gone irregardless.
I'm talking about 1 more year.
Yeah. But I'm saying at the end of next year, Tua's gone regardless.
What about McDaniel? If you're talking about,
but that's my thing. That's where I was getting at. I don't know if there is a way out for Mike McDaniel. We all know that Ross loves Mike McDaniel. We all know that.
Yeah.
But if you're going to fire Chris Grier, the only next logical step is to fire the head coach. And whether that's this year or next year, I think the only reason Mike McDaniel's staying around is because we're not moving off of Tua because of the cap implications.
Yeah. It makes sense because of the money. But at the same time, when they got rid of Grier, it's almost like Stephen Ross is like setting the table. He's like, all right, we got to do one thing at a time. Okay, Greer, you're fucking out of here. Champ Kelly, you're interim GM. Show me what you can do. Which he's done a decent job. A lot of people are bashing him because he didn't make a bunch of moves. I thought he did a pretty good job in the trade deadline shit. But
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you can't go out there and fire sale
I think he did.
everything.
Right.
Because then you're going to turn to the next GM, and the next GM's going to be like, you fucking got rid of every goddamn thing that I could have possibly fucking used.
And so I think at this time, they're like, all right, so we're going to get a new GM. So now let's see what Mike McDaniel can fucking do. And I think Mike McDaniel knows that. I think he's like, goddamn.
That's the thing, though. So you're in the camp of Ross has already told Mike McDaniel you're coming back next year.
I'm in the camp of he's on the block right now. He's on. He's like he's in the. They're in the let's see what you can do mode right now. If you not run the table, if you make a good run and it look really good towards the rest of this year, it may be hard to get rid of them.
See, but I don't think that, like I said earlier, and we're gonna get to you, Rafa. My bad. I just don't think that it matters either way. I don't think that it matters what he does this year or next year. Unless if he comes out fucking next year, if they bring him back this year and he comes out next year and they win a Super Bowl or they get to the AFC Championship game, then yeah, maybe that's a whole nother discussion. But if we're going to continue this barely making the playoffs or having to dig yourself out of a fucking hole every year, I don't think he's back next year. I think the only reason he's back next year is because of Tua.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty big reason. I mean,
Raphael says, does Darren Waller come back in 2026 and at what price? He likes the tight end Dulcich. He said whatever the fuck his last name is. Yeah, Dulcich. I like Dulcich too. He's been balling. So Raphael, it depends. So again, he's made it clear the only two people he wanted to play for was John Gruden or what's his name? He's our offense coordinator. God damn it, I can't remember his name. But our offensive coordinator is his former tight ends coach.
Bobby.
No, not Slowick. Bobby Slowick is our pass game coordinator. Can't remember his name.
Sorry.
I want to say it starts with a fucking G. His last name starts with a G. But anyway, those are the only two guys he would play for. So if Mike McDaniel gets fired and the staff gets fired, there's no way that he's coming back to the Dolphins. And so if they do come back, I think that he'd be open to come back. At what price point, I don't know. Obviously, us paying him, what was it, $4.5 million isn't a huge amount of money. I mean, I'd be open to it. If he's willing to come back for similar or a little bit less money, I'm all for it. But it really depends on if Mike McDaniel gets retained or not.
Yeah. And I think that depends on what he does for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? I think
absolutely.
I think McDaniel's
his name. It's Frank Smith. Sorry, I couldn't remember.
Oh, Frank Smith. Yeah.
But Frank
Smith
came
down on the sidelines and shit.
Yeah, he was his tight ends coach back in the day. So
that guy's a boss, man. I liked his swagger. They put him on the mic when they were all talking about how he came on the sideline. Frank Smith, I liked his swagger. I didn't have a problem with him.
Yeah.
But as far as I think McDaniel is like, let's see what you got. I think the Dolphins are in McDaniel, let's see what you got mode. I think McDaniel could get the boot and Tua could stay. But I think it depends on what's going to happen the rest of the year, man. We got to see how these games play out.
Yeah, but again, and that's where he was his tight end coach with the Raiders when Darren Waller was balling.
Okay.
But yeah, so my thing with that is I don't know. I don't even know if Mike McDaniel, I mean, obviously, if we make a fucking run, we get to the playoffs and we do something serious, like win a game, then I think that maybe next year, if Mike McDaniel does well, that maybe there'll be a change, in my opinion. But I don't see us retaining him after next year. Especially if him and Tua, this year we, continue, we don't win this year and we don't even get close. And then next year we're back to 8-8 or fucking 9-6 or whatever, or, 8-9 or 9-8 again. I don't see him coming back.
Well, I can't argue that. I mean, it's I mean, we're in limbo right now. It's kind of like
because the whole thing is again like supposedly, and again I don't know the veracity or the truth of the rumors of, Miami has supposedly thought about reaching out to Tampa Bay and seeing if they can get the rights to Bruce Arians to be our GM. Or, Omar Kelly, who we all know has an infatuation with Louis Riddick. Like, when you think about all these possibilities as GMs, I don't really know, again, if an established guy, you look at Bruce Arians and the Tampa Bay front office, bro, they've got Baker Mayfield. They're playing well. They're doing well. Is he going to leave that position to come to the fucking Dolphins to work with a coach or a quarterback he doesn't want to fucking work with? Exactly. And Louis Riddick may be a little bit of a different story. Louis Riddick is just mostly obviously in the media. So maybe he's willing to make that move. But at the same time, are you going to come and work with somebody you don't want to fucking work with? Raphael says, Adam Schefter hinted on his podcast, the Dolphins have a trade partner for Tua and a plan in place. Oh, wow. Well, if that's the case, let's fucking go for it, because
and even
if we trade him, though, the thing is even if we trade him, Raphael, how much of that money are we going to eat? That's kind of a problem. Is if we're going to be still on the hook for his guaranteed money, is it really worth fucking trading him if we're not going to get shit for him? Even if you get if you get a 7th round pick and you still got to eat $70-80 million in dead cap, is it really worth it?
If we get rid of Tua, McDaniel is gone. I mean,
yeah, I agree 1,000%. If we get rid of Tua, he's gone.
Yeah, and so that would be kind of crazy, but hey, maybe that's what I don't know. That'd be a hell of a shakeup.
I mean, it absolutely would. But again, it comes down to the money. What is the money and what is the compensation?
Yeah.
Because from what I've seen, and I hate to fucking say it again, are we going to run it back with fucking, what's his name? Quentin Ewers. I don't know. He said Miami Dolphins may want to wash hands of him. My guess is Matthew Stafford retires and Tua goes to Lambs. Okay. I mean, I don't know if he's going to play well in the Rams system, but I mean, hey, if they're willing to fucking take on a large majority of his guaranteed money and say we only have to eat like a 50, $60 million cap hit, and we can save $50, $60 million on his fucking hit. I mean, I'm all right with that.
You know where I think too is going to something, and I said this a year ago, and I don't know why, but you know how I could call this shit. Something is telling me, and I said this a year ago, and everybody I say this to, they're like, no. Something's telling me Tua is going to end up with the Steelers.
Oh no. He's not going to end up with the Steelers, bro. Stop.
If they do, if he ends up with the Steelers, mark the tape. Remember me telling you.
Number one, he's not going to go play in a cold weather city. That's number one.
They probably don't want him. Right.
And number two, their system is not built on running the way that it used to be. And in fact, a lot of the Steelers' production over the last few years has been centered on, just like right now with Aaron Rodgers, precision passing, and they don't really run the ball that much. So I don't really see that happening. And Raphael, he said, hopefully California taxes eat his salary. Yeah, no, that's not the way that works, unfortunately. I mean, we all know fucking California tax shit out of everybody, but that has nothing to do with the guaranteed money that we've already paid out on his salary, whether it be signing bonus. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, Alan Papard said there's still 65 to 70 million guaranteed that the Dolphins would be on the hook for, unless when we trade, the other team is willing to take on a large percentage of that guaranteed salary or previously paid guaranteed salary. So I don't know if that's going to be the case. But hey, if we can get rid of fucking Tua and we could get some of that fucking money back, or a large portion of that money back, I'm all fucking for it, because that just speeds up the rebuild. I just don't want to go and fucking get rid of Tua and have to eat all that fucking cap and then still suck anyway, because by eating up that fucking cap, then whatever GM that does come in, we're going to have to wait an extra year or two for the books to get clean as far as the money's concerned. It's just going to take fucking longer.
The books.
He said, have Zeke Biggers pancake Tua in practice, injury settlement deal. Yeah, unfortunately, because Tua's contract is guaranteed for injuries, you're still going to be on that money for that cap hit, unfortunately. So, yeah, I feel like, again, where we are is, if we can find a trade partner, if we can find someone to take Tua off our hands for a good price, I'm all for it.
Maybe the Saints?
The problem is, I don't know about the Saints even in that aspect, because the Saints are in fucking cap hell every goddamn year anyway.
Right. They are.
Now, I did hear something about trading Tua to the Raiders, because the Raiders have a shit ton of cap space. And if we're willing to say, like, from what I heard was, if the Dolphins are willing to say, we'll trade Tua and a first-round pick for, say, a third or a fourth-round pick, they'd be willing to take on all of his guaranteed money. But then you're trading away a first-round pick for the next GM.
Yeah. I mean,
I believe, I don't know. I think I heard that I think Alan, on the All Dolphins podcast, Alan
We
Popar said something about that.
Our whole team is like, it's like, who's going to show up today? It's like different personalities. Like on Sunday, dude, that team that played on Sunday, this past Sunday, that team could probably win the Super Bowl. But
I wouldn't go that far. But
okay, that may be a little strong. But
that's a little much.
strong.
But I understand what you're saying. They can fucking compete. They could have made a fucking playoff.
Yes.
But the problem is they dug themselves in such a hole. I don't think it's possible.
But it's like, okay, so we saw that team this week, and I guess maybe we look pretty good against Atlanta. But how about when we were up in Cleveland getting our fucking asses kicked? I mean, it's like
absolutely, like Raphael said, roller coaster team, up, down, no fucking cheat code. Yep.
Yeah. No, that's it.
And it's the same way. It's like the title of the fucking show. Now we whoop the Bills. Once we're we ain't got shit to play for. We fired our GM, and now we're gonna fucking ball out and whoop the shit out of the Bills.
Now we're just
when it doesn't fucking really mean anything, like Raphael said. Now that it's a fucking hollow victory, but at the same time, I would have liked the L. But I will say this: I do think that it takes the monkey off McDaniel's back as far as not being able to beat the Bills.
Yeah.
But I don't think it does anything to save the season.
Yeah.
Because, we have the opportunity. We could win in Spain. We could beat the Jets. Then we turn around and who else do we play? It's them, the Jets, and then somebody else. I think they said, well, you can win fucking 3 games, right? But what about the remaining 4 games? Then what are you going to get? Well, we also have, again, with Cleveland. Cleveland was supposed to be a dub too.
I know.
So it's the Saints. Yep, the Saints. So we've got the Commanders, the Jets, and then the Saints. So we can win 3 fucking games. But then what? And Tampa Bay and New England are our last 2 games, like Raphael said. So
we can win those too. I mean,
I don't know, bro. Tampa Bay is on a fucking tear. New England's playing fucking well, bro. I'm sorry.
Tampa Bay's been getting beat lately, I think.
They got beat this past weekend. Yes, they did. But before that, they've been balling out.
I don't know if I'm sold on New England either. I know they're balling out. The quarterback's playing good, but I don't know if I'm sold on them.
I'm not necessarily sold. I'm just saying it's one of those things where you expect to fucking beat the bad teams, and then we got to hope to beat the good teams. But then we're getting our ass kicked by the shitty teams. But then we go out and we beat a surprise good team.
Right.
And it's just like, bro, can we fucking make up our goddamn minds one way or the other? It's like fucking. It's like Raphael said. It's the primetime games. Oh well, we won one of our primetime games this year, and then beat good teams. Oh, we beat a good team this year. We beat the fucking Bills, and etc. But then we fucking lose to the fucking shitty ass fucking Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Like you look at the Colts. The Colts have played well this year. The Colts are actually fucking winning this year.
Oh yeah, they're balling.
To get spanked by them, that fucking sucks. But at least they're a fucking good team. So you're like, all right, at least it's not like, again, we got our ass beat by fucking Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. And Cleveland beat our ass. Right? There's no doubt about it. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, and again, other than the only way I think that got even more embarrassing is if they put fucking Shedeur Sanders in there and let him fucking carve our asses up. Then it would have fucking been mutiny.
At that point, you're just like, what? But we've been at that point as Dolphins fans. This year I have been. I'm like, what are we doing? And then we come out and, like you said, like our title says, that we come out here and beat the piss out of the Bills.
It's just crazy. He said we almost lost to the Jets. Not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just it's almost like this year's the fucking opposite of what we normally do, where we always beat the bad teams and we lose to the good teams. Is now we're getting our ass kicked by the bad teams, and then we gonna beat a couple good teams. That's like, why can't we just put it the fucking together? The whole point of this game is we finally fucking all three phases of the game, we fucking put a good game together.
We beat the piss out of the Bills and Josh Allen. And Josh Allen was toast. He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, bro. I mean, but the thing is how long? So again, 9 games into the season, now Weaver's going to turn the defense on. But it was just like last year, where, again, last year he was a first-time defensive coordinator for us. So, again, we expect that learning curve, right? But you expected some carryover from last year, and we didn't get that. And it's the same thing with the offense. We turned it on late last year. We were doing pretty well. And then now all of a sudden we're getting better in the second half of the year, but in the first half of the year, the fucking offense and the defense was shit.
Yeah, to say the least.
Raphael said, I don't know about beating the piss out of the Bills. The halftime score was 0-16. Now, I agree. Should have been 17-0 with the missed fucking PAT, but to hold the fucking...
beat the piss out of them, bro.
To hold the Bills scoreless in the first half, again, I do give credit to Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel, we had long fucking consistent fucking drives. We tried to keep Josh Allen off the field by dominating time of possession. And I think we did a good job in the first half. Now, in the second half, they came out gunslinging and they got a couple scores.
They had that long drive coming out of halftime.
Yeah, but the thing is we turn around with Achane in that fucking 59-yard run, and that was just like, boom, that's the nail in the coffin.
So I'm saying it wasn't. I mean, beating the piss out of them may be an overstatement, but it wasn't the same. Like,
it was ass whooping. We beat the piss out of them, bro. We beat the piss out of them. I mean, it didn't look like it, but
we did.
We did.
Yeah,
I sat there and I was messaging MCJB. I said, bitch, I want my 30 burger. I want my 30 burger. He was like, man, we ain't getting no 30 points. Bitch, bomb. Achane got the 29 or the 59-yard run. I said, I want the ball back. I want my fucking 30 burger. Guess what happened? Achane bumped off that last 28, 29-yard run. And I was like, bitch, I got my 30 burger.
Yeah. Where's MC at? Let me text him real quick.
I did text him. I say, yo, you free? We doing the show. And I guess he's sleeping. He might be working in the morning. But yeah, and again, Raphael, the defense actually fucking did their job. And so did the offense. And that was my whole point of the complete game of there are times again that this year the offensive fucking has done their job and the defense hasn't. And then the fucking defense has done their job, but the offense hasn't. And we finally got a fucking complete game.
You know what? I like Judon. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. I'm not a big Chop Robinson fan right now. As a matter of fact, I think he's undersized, and I think he's been getting his ass kicked. And I know he got a concussion, but I think Judon is a better fucking option than Chop. Is what I'm thinking.
I mean, I agree. The thing with Chop Robinson is not good at setting the edge and fucking stopping the run. Mm-hmm. He's a decent pass rusher, but the problem is the times he does pass rush, he gets so fucking over aggressive that he fucking leaves rushing lanes open, which is why we've had trouble with fucking running quarterbacks. It's the same thing with Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb does the same thing. Bradley Chubb in the run game is a vulnerability. And when he's pass rushing, he gets so over aggressive that it just fucking leaves us fucking open to quarterback scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
He said, not gonna lie, I was worried Etienne would get hurt before second long run for the touchdown. Yeah, man. I mean,
yeah.
I remember that one hit on him when the dude like grabbed him and fucking slung him down, like when he was already being pinned down by another guy. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do.
Achane, I mean, I'm not trying to jinx anything, but he seems like he's like durable. He's like low gravity, and when he gets taken down, he just goes down and then pops up, But I'm not trying to jinx anything.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, and I agree with him. He said we were up. I believe they should have fucking sat him. I agree. I think that Mike McDaniel wanted to make a statement game of you just fired Grier. I don't want to be the next to be fired. I'm gonna come out here and we gonna win this bitch. And he did. I just don't think it's enough to save him next year. I do think, again, the only reason we're bringing him back is because of Tua. That's just my opinion.
I think it's step one. And if he could do it again this coming up week in fucking Spain, it's going to be step two. I think McDaniel's fate is in his own hands. I think he could save his job if he balls out. And it's on him at this point, in my opinion.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying.
Hang on. If he wins out, how the fuck say he doesn't win out, but say he loses one, maybe two more games, but the team looks like fucking popping on cylinders.
But if he loses two more games, one or two more games, at most you're going to be 9-8 or 8-9. I don't know if that's enough to fucking save his job when Ross has said repeatedly the status quo is unacceptable.
If he wins, we have 7 games left, right?
Yeah, right now we're 3-7.
If he wins 5 out of 7, does he get fired?
That makes us 8-9.
Does he get fired if you 5 out of 7?
I think
that's 5-2 for the next 7 games.
If you go 5-2, that makes you 8-9. So you're under 500.
He gets fired.
I think he gets fired.
Okay.
There you go, MC in the building. He finally showed up. His ass won't get on camera. So send him the fucking link. Tell him to get his ass up here.
Get your ass up here.
But yeah, I just don't think 8-9 is gonna do it. And even if you win and you go 9-8, but you still miss the playoffs, I don't know if that's enough, because again, Ross has said repeatedly, the status fucking quo is not acceptable. So where the fuck is Michael K and Amicus Bill Cox sucking? Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I am kind of surprised Michael K is not showing up. That's
absolutely, because he loves roasting Josh Allen.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of fun. That means he's like really, really pissed. If he's like going ghost, that means this ass kicking may have touched a nerve.
Rafa, like Rafa said, he's beating up his Josh Allen dildo right now.
Well, yeah, that's probably exactly right.
But like I said, I just don't think 8-9 or 9-8 is good enough. I think that McDaniel, now again, like we said, for this year. Now, if he comes back next year, though, and say, he wins 10, 11 games, he gets into the playoffs, then that may be a different story. But that's for next year to determine. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got to
Like I
make a
said.
move. Dolphins have to make a move. If the GM's out, if we hire a new GM, is he really going to keep McDaniel?
That's what I'm saying. I think that a GM, unless again, like Raphael said, unless you're going to pay him a shit ton of money and you're going to be like, hey, we're keeping McDaniel for one more year just to deal with Tua. We're going to fucking get rid of Tua and Mike McDaniel at the end of next year. And then you have free reign to do whatever the fuck you want. I just don't see any other way to do it. Because if you hire a new GM and the GM hires his own coach, is it harder to convince a GM, hey, I'm going to fire the coach and get rid of the quarterback. We just got to deal with it because of the salary cap implications. Or is it easier to tell a GM, all right, I'm going to give you this. You can fire the coach if you want to, but you still have to work with Tua because of the cap implications. Which one is easier to do? Exactly. The sound out of your mouth is.
I mean, I clean house, bro. I start from a fresh fucking slate. Is what I if I'm a new GM, I'm coming in. I'm like, fuck you, McDaniel. Fuck you, Tua. Let me get the most value I can possibly get. I mean, why would a new GM come in and keep those two guys? Maybe
that's my whole point. Is which is going to be easier for a GM to stomach? Hey, I'm going to hire you now, and you have to work with McDaniel and Tua. Or hey, I'm going to hire you now. You can fire Mike McDaniel if you want, but you still got to fucking work with Tua.
Oh, we got MCJB in the building.
MCJB in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's up, baby? What's poppin'?
Oh, shit.
You on a plane? He's flying to Puerto Rico or something. Are you going to Spain? I think he's going to Spain.
I'm going to space.
Where?
He said he's going to space.
Oh shit. Oh, is that where you get the bed and shit?
Oh shit.
I'd be sleeping
MC in the building, he fucking flying, baby. He don't know where he's going. He don't know where he been, but he there.
But he's there. He's with it.
PR.
Huh? MC, be careful out there.
Yeah. He on that airplane Wi-Fi, baby. We ain't gonna get nothing out of MC.
Oh, you're on the airplane Wi-Fi?
Yeah, boy.
I see that Colgate smile.
Colgate smile. Oh yeah.
I see that Colgate smile.
Oh yeah.
I see it.
He said. He said, I'm the main attraction, baby.
You're the main attraction, baby. You're the main attraction, baby. I see it.
Like,
I see it.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Fins up.
I saw that Colgate smile.
He said everybody want to come over. Everybody want to come over here for the Lions, baby. Nah.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see no lion come over here up to yo.
Yeah.
I'm the main attraction. You can see the Colgate smile.
They're over here. They got cavities, baby. They got cavities. You get the Colgate smile, baby.
Hey, I see some snacks in there. You gonna give me some snacks?
You get some snacks to distribute.
Oh my god, I love that donkey thing. That shit's so funny.
I know, that's the best. And the
Raphael said, I want Ron Burgundy for new GM. The franchise will smell like rich mahogany on top of a mountain.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I like that.
Oh, shit. Raphael said MCJB's on his way to Fort Dix.
Oh shit!
He gonna come and get him some of that Diddy.
MC, be careful out there, bro. Oh, there's a Colgate. What is that? A smile?
I don't know.
That'll look like one of those emojis. Where they
got that fucking bug out eyes on. Or it looks like the fucking crackhead.
Yeah, I mean, with all the teeth showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, man, hey, I love y'all boys. I'm gonna hit y'all up later. I appreciate everybody coming through. We got a lot of shit going on. Look at that. He is on his way to Fort Dix. He's opening up his mouth and he's fucking playing the. There you go.
I see.
He's about to shove the shit in that big ass dick.
Oh shit! You crazy as hell.
Hey, he was opening that shit up, bro. He ready to take it. Fort Dix, here he comes, baby. Diddy, he on the way.
He's in an airplane right now. Are you in an airplane? He's in an airplane right now.
Yeah, he's on an airplane. He's flying to Fort Dix, bro.
He got the aisle seat.
Him and Tua fucking going out to that Diddy party.
Hey, what airline are you flying?
Southwest.
Where you going, bro? Where are you flying out to?
Puerto Rico.
He's going to Puerto Rico.
Oh, there you go. Hey, that's what's up.
So you're about to.
Damn, I wish you would have told me, bro. I would have fucking went out there, bro. We just got back from Aruba, bro. I won't fucking fly to Puerto Rico too.
Oh shit! You did that Aruba trip?
Yeah, bro.
You telling me
that
about
was fun. Hell yeah. But anyway,
hey,
much love to the fucking boys coming out, Raphael.
Yeah, what?
Wait.
What?
Okay. I said, if I don't make it, I love y'all.
I
love you too, brother. But you good, bro.
Be
hey,
careful,
you all right.
Be careful down there, man. Hey, be careful down there. Keep that Colgate smile shining. You heard me?
Hell yeah. Hey, and remember, down there, just like in all the other places, making sure it don't have a penis when you try to get it in it.
Oh shit.
Wasn't talking about that. I was talking about my flight. We're having turbulence. That's why I said.
Oh, you be all right. Stop it, bro. They're fucking professionals. Stop it.
Hey,
anyway,
tell everybody to subscribe to MDC down there.
Yeah, man. Hey, like, subscribe, hit your boys up, come out, give us some fucking suggestions for topics. Hey, we're all about the peeps, baby. But we'll see you guys on the next one.
More often. We've been coming back more often. You know, it's been a little bit slow. We're coming back more. Believe me, harder than ever. You'll see.
Pause. Harder than ever. Pause. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.